So, it's been another month. Time for another episode of the F1 MyTeam series. So, yep, as you can see, we're back on the IHOP F1 team, MyTeam series, whatever you want to call it. Today, we're doing Canada. I expect a better result than Bahrain today because Canada, I love the track. The flow is nice. I've always done good here, and I'm knocking on wood heavy. But I'm expecting us to do good, and we're definitely gonna do better than Baku, because we don't talk about Baku. We don't talk about that. For real, I genuinely was thinking about not uploading that Baku video because it was so bad. I take responsibility for my actions there. I don't yeah. We're moving on. We're moving on. No. Before we get into the nitty gritty of everything, we're gonna take a quick look at the standings here. Max Verstappen leading Valtteri Bottas by 1 point in the Drivers' Championship. We are P9 because of our finish in Bahrain, so we still have those points, and we're sitting pretty for as a midfield team. And in terms of the constructors, those 6 points have us tied with AlphaTauri for P6, and we are a couple good finishes away from being P5. I hope. We're going to put some money into the build time for our aero, because the next few tracks, France is kind of aero based, and then the rest of it's we're not going to do good in Silverstone. I'll tell you that right now. Hungary, I just did Hungary in my other MyTeam series, and I sucked. I always suck at Hungary. I can never get the setup right. Spa, I hope we're going to be flirting with points. And same thing with Monza. And I think our best chance, if we were to get a podium this year, the best chance would be Spa or Monza, because those are strictly speed based. There's no really chassis or aero shit about those tracks, except Monza's very kind of aero based, but it's mostly speed. And I always seem to get the setup right at Spa, so I think if we were going to get a podium this year, Spa is there. Spa's that opportunity. And after all that, we're off to Canada. So, as I'm doing this quick practice, I kind of want to give my take on I'm recording this the weekend of the Qatar Grand Prix and the week after the Brazilian Grand Prix, which some shit went down with Max and Lewis. Max ran Lewis wide coming out of turn 4, I think it is, and there's a whole controversy surrounding that. I'm bipartisan in this relationship. I generally follow. I'm not one of those Drive to Survive McLaren motherfuckers where all I care about is Lando Norris. But I generally follow the midfield teams, because I think that fight's a lot more interesting. Like the fact that Alpine and AlphaTauri are tied in constructors' points with 3 races left of the season, I think is not as interesting as Max and Lewis, but it's definitely a lot more interesting than a lot of people think. But when looking at the onboards for Max and Lewis, I think it was a racing incident. They're both late braking into a corner where you need to be perfect, and the tires are worn. Like Max said in an interview this morning, tires are worn. They're both late braking, so they're both gonna go wide anyways. It's just unavoidable. But I think just because of the title fight they're in and how it's going, and the incidents in Silverstone, the incident in Monza, I think it really blew this racing incident out of proportion. And I believe no one's at fault. I believe it was simply put, they're racing hard with each other. What do you want them to do? No one's gonna let up, and because they're both fighting for a championship. Max is fighting for his first, Lewis is fighting for his 8th, which is fucking insane to think about. This dude's got 8, almost has 8 championships. So, racing incident, no one's at fault. I don't know why Mercedes has their panties in a bunch trying to get it investigated again, but whatever. It is what it is. They're trying to get every advantage necessary. But in terms of who I'm going to think is going to win the championship, it's pretty tough to call with the last few races in the calendar, especially Qatar and Jeddah, seeing as those tracks have never been raced at before, and it really, really could go either way, which is just insane. But I think my predictions, I think Lewis is going to win in Qatar. The Jeddah circuit, I expect a wild card. I expect Lando Norris to win that race, or any sort of like a McLaren Ferrari sort of thing, because it's a street circuit, heavy quotation street circuit. The Ferraris were good in the street circuits earlier in the year. Leclerc took pole in Monza and Baku, and the McLarens have always been good on straight line speed tracks. Like Lando should have got pole at Spa, but you know he crashed out. Even though the session should have been red flag, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. They won in Monza with Ricciardo, and I don't want to hear any bullshit in my comments like, "Oh, they wouldn't have won if Max and Lewis didn't crash." Ricciardo was in the lead since turn 1. He went down and he took the fucking lead, and he led that whole race. He would have won that race either way. It might have been more difficult than it was, but he would have won. So I expect a McLaren, a wild card, to win in Jeddah, and then leave it up to who finishes ahead of who in Abu Dhabi. I'm sure that's how Netflix wants it to go too, but that's how I expected. That's how I expected to go, and I think Max is gonna come out on top in the whole thing. I may look back at this in a few weeks after Abu Dhabi and be eating my words, but I think Max is gonna come out on top over Lewis and it's gonna come down to Abu Dhabi. So that's my 2 cents on the F1 season. It's been great so far. I've watched almost every single race. I think I've missed about half of a few because over here on the east coast of the U.S., it is a shit show. Trying to get up at 5 a.m. to watch practice and qualifying, and trying to get up at 7:30 so I can catch a race at 8 over halfway across the world. I'm really glad I didn't have to get up and watch Japan, because Japan would have been at 1 a.m. and I probably wouldn't have watched that, but they canceled the race. But it's been a great season from someone who just started watching Formula One last year, like heavily last year. I would catch a race every now and then before, but for someone who just started trying to watch every single race, this year has been amazing for a first-time viewer. The best championship fight that we've had since Prost and Senna, since Massa and Hamilton in 08. It's great, and I love it. It's gotten me into the games. It's led me to sit here in front of my brand new desk with my Logitech G920 and play these games online. Play Assetto Corsa. Play the old F1 games. Get into sim racing. Get into that community, and it's great. Nevertheless, it's great. So, enough with my rambling. Let's get into qualifying and see if we can get in front of the Haas cars.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay, we're ahead of the Aston Martin so far. Warm them bitches up! We got a hot lap to do, bitch! Yeah, I'm killing myself. Ah! A little bit late. How does that not track limits? I don't know. Okay. That's alright, where are we starting?
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top three.
That's not good. Not a good
Sergio
shot.
Perez. With qualifying complete,
If we're
all that
P15,
remains is the
oh
main event.
man,
We'll be
P15,
live and
P19.
uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us.
I'm
then.
giving an invisible camera a thumbs up, but thumbs up. That's good. That's good. We're good.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. A very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Considering
Carlos
the rest
Sainz
of the grid,
P2.
we have Perez, Bottas,
Did
Lewis
Hamilton?
Hamilton, and Leclerc.
No grid
Ricardo,
penalty. He's just
Norris,
P5.
Gasly and Fernando Alonso.
Okay.
Giovinazzi, Tsunoda, Sebastian Vettel, and Ocon. The Black Mamba, Stroll,
Woo! That's
George
me.
Russell, and Kimi Raikkonen. Ireland, Mick Schumacher, Latifi, and Nikita Mazepin.
Oh my God, Mazepin's 4 seconds off the pace.
So let's head down to the track and
Holy
get this
shit! And it's raining. Oh, we're on the blue wets. Oh no, and it's not even. Oh my God. Oh, okay.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of
Gio,
power.
I swear to God, you're gonna take yourself out. Somebody's got damage. And it's me. Okay,
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
he wants me to pit after that?
Copy.
Oh my God, how did I save that? Alright. This is starting off just like the fucking Baku race. Oh, and they're fucking slow taking the wheel. Alright, it's a wet race. Someone's got damage, one of the Alpines.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit.
So-
We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross
There
over into the
might be a
track.
safety car. Alright. We have a decent bit of pace in the car. We know that from qualifying. We just gotta keep this thing, keep it straight, and keep it on the track. Eventually the track will dry out, or there'll be some sort of safety car. Or we can hope.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
Yeah, me either. Shut the fuck up and let me drive. Oh, yellow flag? Someone's dead. It's a McLaren. Now, will he stop on track and cause a safety car and bail us out?
The safety car is...
Yes!
We need you to reduce your pace. It looks like there's a high amount of debris on the track.
Oh my God! Sorry if anyone wearing headphones just had their AirPods explode with that, but that saves... It practically saves my race. After that fucking little incident at the start. We could easily make up a few spots here. Oh, Ricardo's fucking going for it. Can I follow him through here? Guess not. Come on, it's a fucking Haas cart. There we go. Overtake done, baby. Let's go! We passed the slowest car in the grid.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
Oh man, we're gonna be right on him. Another overtake on the slowest car in the grid. Let's go. We're moving up places in the world.
A new strategy is available
boy.
on the MFD.
Are we going on inters?
Understood.
We are
Copy
going
that.
on inters. Alright, so sorry about the silence for the last few laps, but we found Callum. Callum was in P16, which is kind of where I expect him to be. I've really just been focusing on hitting my marks and trying not to eat shit
Go. Exit now. We're
Which
racing on the exit.
has
Go
failed.
Go now.
most of the time in my other races, but you know,
Only one stop to go.
maybe
One
this will
stop
be
left
different.
in
Maybe this will be
strategy.
different. So this won't be as slippy as the wets. But by no means will it be better. It's still gonna be slippery and fucking shitty all the way around the fucking track. If we get a good enough outlap here, we can leapfrog a bunch of these dudes in front of us who are gonna come in now. What are we gonna get? Come on. We purpled Sector 3. Okay, we're gonna filter out kind of where we were. I think we made up one spot. Okay, Callum, the only problem with us doing this is that Ricardo's gonna get both of us. There we go. Oh, he's gonna try me into the hairpin, isn't he? No? Okay. Smart choice. Okay. I guess my DRS failed. Jeff, you gonna tell me what that is? Jeff?
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Or he's just gonna keep me in the dark? Okay. I mean, I'm sure we won't be needing that for a while, but it would be nice to know what the failure is. Be like, hey, FYI, your DRS doesn't work anymore. Did I hit him?
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Okay, I don't think I hit him. Not fucking close enough again. Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck, dude.
Left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes.
That's a revelation. Oh. Son of a bitch, Callum, no! Callum, thank you. Dangerous move, pal. I know I fucked it up coming out of the hairpin, but oh my god.
Around 2 laps, and we'll be putting you on the intermediate tyres.
New inters in 2 laps? So Jeff said he wants me in 2 laps. If I can get by George here, I might call myself in this lap.
Keep pushing. You're gaining on the car. Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
I'm coming in this lap.
Stopping this lap. Release, release.
Ooh. I'm recording for a fucking hour. I need to get my brother in 10 minutes.
That was our last stop.
And here comes a few of them.
Our gap to the car in front is 9.0 seconds.
Okay, we've got Kimmy. Kimmy was the one in front of George. Let's see who we get here. Oh, we're gonna get a bunch of people. Alright, we cycled in the P14. I don't... He said 10 minutes left of rain a couple laps ago. So I have genuinely no clue if we're gonna go back on... if we're gonna go on slicks. If we do, it's gonna be like a reverse Russia situation where it's gonna go dry with like 3 laps left.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Holy shit, we're in the points. Okay, we have a really good chance of scoring points here. Because we're scoring a point. Because the car behind us is an Alpha, which, if you saw the R&D tree before the race started, we are barely better than the Alfa Romeo. So, theoretically, there is a car behind us that is worse than us, and we are pulling away, and he's holding up Sebastian. So if he can hold off Sebastian just for that little bit, we have a very, very good chance of scoring a point here. Which, that would be one of my better recovery drives in all of my F1 gameplays. I've never done this type of recovery drive in the wet before. I went from P12 to first in a career, but that was in a Red Bull. And we were the best car in the grid by a mile. And it was in the dry. We're the 4th worst car in the grid. And we went from qualifying P15, pitting on the first lap for wing damage, going last until that safety car,
Gap to car in front is
and then being the first to
19.8
pit
seconds.
4 inters, and taking that risk of being the first one down pit road for inters, and we're gonna come, knock on wood, but we're gonna come out of it with a point. This is huge. I am baffled. I was really expecting a repeat of Baku minus the
It's not a
DNF.
perfect situation, but
Where's Callum?
gap to teammate behind is 12.8 seconds. They're on old inters. They're in 17th. The time last lap
Oh.
was a 1 minute 24.4.
I mean, I don't know.
We're leading our teammate by 12.8
It's kind of-
seconds.
It's kind of where he's supposed to be, I guess. I don't even think our rear wing ever got fixed. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. I don't remember the MFD popping up saying that it got fixed, or Jeff coming up and saying that it got fixed. A Ferrari's leading this race. See it, bottom left. They're going through turn 2 right now. No, turn 3. Oh my god, a Ferrari's gonna win this race. No fucking way. I think. Unless they're not in the lead. Is the Red Bull just that far ahead? Oh shit.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
It is going to be a reverse Russia situation. Some people might go to dries right now. That means Seb's going to get by Giovinazzi here. Should I go for dries? I'm not going to make up 20 seconds on dries. No, it's not worth it. Just gotta finish the race on these inters. And hope that someone in front of us makes a stupid decision and goes on dries. Oh, these inters are fucking cooked, dude. I can feel it going through the first sector. It's fucking everywhere.
Tire condition is still looking good.
Oh no, that's a fucking blatant lie. Are you driving the car, Jeff? No, shut the fuck up. The inters are fucked. We're screwed. Yeah, look at this. Oh, tires looking good. We're almost 40% on inters. That's a death sentence. Oh, who's dying? If that's Callum, it looks like a Haas. Don't hit him, Callum. Don't hit him. Okay. Mick Schumacher. Okay, it was a Haas. That actually might have been a spot. Callum might have gotten a spot there. Okay, we're not going to get lapped.
This is your final lap of the race.
And I think Max Verstappen's going to win this race. Should be crossing the line any second now. Yeah, there he... Oh my god, he fucking did it. Oh. Almost just fucking biffed it right there. Yeah, the track is dry. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? After all that bullshit, we're gonna come home with a point.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Oh man. If I don't get driver of the day, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's fucking go!
So as they climb out of the car, the Red Bull team are ready and waiting to celebrate.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's how you do a fucking recovery drive. Oh
Drivers
man.
are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team.
Double Red Bull podium and with Botas. Par for the course, I guess. And take a look at the finishing results here. As you saw the podium, Max, Sergio, Botas. Sainz there. He went down from second, finished fourth. Lewis didn't change. Charles didn't change. Lando went up. Gasly, Fernando, and we took home the final championship point. Don't know how we did it, but we fucking did it. And Callum finished 17th. We only had two DNFs. Mick and Yuki, I don't know why it doesn't say DNF, but we're good. That good race. That was overall, beginning wasn't too good, but we came out of here with a point. It's what I wanted. We came out with what I wanted. So after that race, obviously, went down in the standings, went from, or wherever we were, I totally forget. We went from there, we're now P11, 7 points. Still P11 right now, and we're within reach of like P8. We went down, Aston and Alpha passed us in the constructors. We're still above Alpine, and I'm gonna guess we're gonna be the last team that scores points, unless Alpha pulls some bullshit out of their ass. But that's who we're fighting in the constructors, the Alpine, Alfa Romeo, right now. But overall, great performance from me. I mean, not to fucking jerk myself off, but great performance from me. Callum's doing fine. He's ahead of the two Haas and Williams in the whatever. He's ahead of the Williams and Haas, which is where I want him to be. I don't expect him to be better than Alpha right now, but hey, we scored a point there. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Might want to tune in next time whenever I upload that, because we got some R&D shit coming in. Our car's gonna be a little better, and I hope to be fighting for points on a regular basis starting from now on. So if you enjoyed this, leave a like, leave a comment on how I can improve this series other than upload schedule. Don't tell me about upload schedule. It's been a problem with me my whole fucking YouTube existence. So, do all that, like, comment, bell, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.